Welcome back to the Lovin Daily. Right now we're joined by Greta Beckett. Last night you virtually scaled the Burj Khalifa. What were you thinking?
It was fun. So it was cool. It's for the Gulf for Good charity. So we had to do the elevation of Burj Khalifa. There was three ways you could do it. You could do the floor climb, which is 160 floors.
Okay.
You could do either just near 3,000 steps, or you could do the elevation, which was the longer version, which is like 828.9 meters.
Okay.
So we started off, I had two of my friends come over, Dubai Fitness Challenge hero Gani and my friend Marina, and they came over to the house and we said, okay, you know what, we're going to do 160 floors. So we did 160, it was only 4 times my building, it's a 39-story building. So we said, you know what, let's go, we'll go for it again.
So that's the elevation, so you had 3 options and you went for the kind of hardcore more challenge.
Yeah, we said we'll go. So we did 7 rounds of my 39-story skyscraper. So yeah, 843 meters, it was fun.
It sounds fun. And before we get into the whys, first of all, how are your legs feeling right now?
They're good, but they're well conditioned, so it's okay. It's something I like to walk up my skyscraper regularly.
What floor do you live on?
I live on floor 20, but I will never go into the staircase and do 20 floors. I always go to the top.
Wow.
39 floors, 120 meters.
It's really, really funny that we're having this conversation today, because on Thursday we work, if anyone knows, we work on the 42nd floor, Lovin Dubai, and the lifts at 6 p.m. are an absolute nightmare. So when we were leaving the office on Thursday, Richie and I got stuck, so we were like, okay, we'll walk down.
Oh, walking down is a lot harder, by the way.
Well, it was fine at the time. Next
your calves.
Next day, fine, but that was it Friday afternoon, Saturday? I don't know, Richie, if you want to give us your impression, but my legs were just sunk.
It's your calves when you go downstairs, because going upstairs is great. It's low impact. We go up the stairs, we take the lift down.
Ah,
yes,
interesting.
We don't walk down the stairs because it's too much impact on your joints.
I was wondering, I was like, does that count if you go up and down?
Yeah, no. Some people go up and down. If you're training for like a hike, you're going to have to train up and down because you're not going to get an elevator down the mountain.
Of course not.
But of course, for stair climbing, we just go up.
Okay. Talk about, you said well conditioned. How do you condition for something like this? Stairs every day?
I walk the stairs. For length, I did it every day. So I continued for, I think it was like 65 consecutive days I was doing the stairs. But in my mind, I have a bigger challenge to do. So I would really like to do the elevation of Everest in my stairs. Many people in Dubai have done it.
Okay.
But it would be 75 rounds in my building. So I would plan to do it in 24 hours, 3 rounds per hour. Do it for 24 hours.
So when I was figuring out Burj Khalifa, that's actually 829 meters, which is nearly 10k upstairs. Yeah. So
it's nearly a virtual kilometer.
So nearly virtual kilometer. So to get to Everest, you're doing that.
It's nearly 8,900 meters, 8,849 meters. Yeah. It's called Everesting. So I've done Everesting before on Zwift on the indoor bike. Okay. So I spent 13.5 hours cycling the elevation of Everest on my turbo trainer, which gives hill gradient. Great stuff. It was brilliant. I love these challenges.
You're very inspiring to people who are listening. But
I want to do it on the stairs.
You want to do it on the stairs, and we will follow that story because you've been with Gulf for Good, and you're also an elite athlete, and you've been representing since 2017. So you're not really a stranger to this kind of stuff.
No.
Tell us about different challenges that you've done in the past that have been highlights.
Well, I traveled around the world racing up a lot of skyscrapers. My favorite one so far has been Empire State Building in New York, which was back in May 2019.
And that's actually there?
Actually in New York,
okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So it was really, really good fun.
That's amazing.
My next race is supposed to be the Eiffel Tower. So that was a really exciting one. I got a slot for that last year when I was in an air boot. Bad timing. I was like, oh gosh, but I was like, I'm gonna hop up that stairs. I'm gonna go, no matter what happens, I'm gonna go because it's gonna be amazing.
An air boot, so you had an injury or something?
COVID hit. So with COVID, it was postponed to September of last year, then it was postponed to March, then it was postponed to the end of June. Now it's going to be next March. So I've got plenty of time to get ready for it.
So it's still happening?
It's still happening.
And when will you slot in Everest here? Will you do it before or after?
I want to do it maybe in July, but also Teen Angel Wolf that you work with. I do a lot of virtual climbs with them and challenges, and they will have their Asia groups that I think next month. So maybe if I could slot into that, you pick...
Yeah, so what's cool is Team Angel Wolf do a monthly challenge at the last weekend of every month, and they invite everyone around the world to join them to choose a height to scale based on the continent. So
I think next month it could be Asia. So that would be cool. So if you could like tie it into that, it'd be fun. Because what I like about these challenges is you raise money for charity. You're getting fit, you're keeping fit, so you're doing something good for yourself, but also then when you involve the community, you're connected. So even with this Burj Khalifa challenge, we had people from Mexico join. We had a 76-year-old woman from Northern Ireland that lives in Houston, Marsha O'Loughlin.
Yeah.
She did it yesterday. We had a group of runners in Mexico this morning. I think there was like 12, 13 of them doing the elevation of Burj Khalifa for charity. We had the #1 stair runner in the world, Susie Walsham, who was based in Australia. She joined in the challenge, and we have Wai Ching based in Malaysia. Now this guy, he's #2 in the world. I first met him in Shanghai, and he said to me 4 years ago, I'm going to be world #1. And I said, well done, it's good to have dreams. This guy is now world #2. He's literally made this his job, and he's doing it. So his ultimate dream is to come to Dubai and do a Guinness World Record in the actual Burj Khalifa.
Wow.
So if anybody on here can help him do that, please.
Get him onto the Burj Khalifa. But get you there, like get people
I'll come
possible.
too.
But this is so incredible. So how does this community build of people that are inspired? Because I think I like what you said, that it's community building and it's also for charity. So you're all raising money for charity. How do people get involved if people are watching today and they want to scale these buildings with you guys? What's the process?
So Gold for Good, they will put up an event. So it's like a month from now, we're going to do Burj Khalifa. You can sign up to the challenge, you make your donation. Then we had this lovely Zoom call.
Is there a specific amount of donation that you have to get?
For this one, it was 100 dirhams. Sometimes it can be less, sometimes it can be whatever you want to join. Even if you don't have 100 dirham, if you want to donate 50, if you want to donate 30 dirham, we're not going to say no. Of course, every amount counts.
Yeah.
So for this particular challenge, it was to build SOS villages for children in Kyrgyzstan. So it's a really nice cause. Last year we did it for children affected with COVID around the world. I think that one, everyone wanted to get involved because everybody we know has been affected by COVID. It's just a really, really nice thing to do. 100%. So yesterday morning we had a Zoom call, so we all came online and did an introduction. We had a warm up together, and then we all did
nice.
So we all did it as a community. And like, you didn't have to do it yesterday morning. You could have done it the day before. You could do it today. Then we all share our pictures, and it's just really, and everyone's talking about it. And there was like a great hype about it. This year, people went to Wadi Shakra, to the steps there. They were doing it. There was people in Oman.
What time of the day were they doing that?
In the morning.
Yes,
very early in the morning.
4 a.m.
And even over at the Dubai Marriott Hotel, there was a group of people doing that on Friday morning. So it just brings people together. But as I said, it's for yourself. You're getting fit. You're making friends in the community, and you're doing it for charity. It's a win-win.
Exactly, and it's so lovely because I think these things, like even, and I know they're not directly related, but let's say this Gold for Good charity event, the comedy festival, these things can happen in Dubai, so many people are involved, but yet they can go unnoticed at the same time. So it's great to kind of bring awareness to the fact that this amazing charity event was running this weekend. People were running up and down the stairs. Do you ever meet people on the stairs? Is there like stair runners that you...
I actually am part of a global running group called Total Motion Tower Runners. So their main base would be in London. But because all of us on social media brought all of us together, we have the t-shirts, we'll do events together virtually. Before it was great because obviously we were traveling around the world racing up skyscrapers, so we could meet each other. But now we still have that connection virtually, which is incredible. And then because you're talking to these people so much, they become your friends.
Yeah.
So what I like to do is any sport I will do, I like to make a community about it. When I run with Adidas Runners Dubai. If I'm on an indoor bike on Zwift, I'm with Team Valhalla, which is a Scandinavian group that's now become global. If I'm doing tower running, I'm doing it with Total Motion Tower Runners. So everything is part of something bigger. If I'm cycling, it's with a cycling group in Dubai. You know, do sport, but if you make it about the community, you're going to get fit, you're going to make friends, and you'll never feel like you're training. It's just the domino effect. And
that helps because I think once that you have someone pushing you to take part. But I read as well that you're involved in kind of promoting awareness for positive mental health. Why is that important for you?
So my background is, before I moved to Dubai in 2014, I was a psychiatric nurse and an acute female unit in Tala Hospital in Ireland, with the best nursing team ever, I might add. If you ever
2 Irish girls, by the way.
2 Irish girls, Waterford and Kilkenny. So I'm very passionate about mental health, and I think even with COVID, it was all about social distancing. But what you have to be aware of, don't let social distancing lead to social isolation. So it was very important, especially these virtual challenges, anything that can bring people together. Like last year was fantastic because we were all in our houses. We couldn't go anywhere. But we could all come online. We had one cause, was like, we're going to raise money for children, we're going to climb the stairs in our house, we're going to chat about it afterwards. It gave people a goal.
Yeah.
It was just amazing. It really, really was. And everyone was chatting, and it just made a huge difference to people's mental health.
Well, congratulations on the Burj Khalifa.
Thank you very much.
Hopefully Everest is next. That's the next one we're going to have the big headlines for. But I must say, Greta and I met once before at an Irish Business Network event, and the last time we spoke was because
my mum, Pauline, in Freshford in Ireland, is a huge fan. So we're at the, was it IBN? It was maybe 10 a.m. in the morning, 6 a.m. in Ireland. So I was like, oh my God, my mum is a huge fan of the show. Let's call her. So I call her, she's in bed, I put her on loudspeaker. What is the name of that show that you really like? And she goes, oh, Lovin Dubai. And I was like, what's the name of that girl? She goes, oh, Casey, she's fantastic. I'm like, well, thank God you said that, because guess what I have on the phone for you?
Oh, that's
so nice.
But it was just so nice. Like, your mom is at home in Ireland and she watches our show for Dubai News. It was like such a nice thing for us to hear, but also like, amazing that she's watching. So if you're watching,
hi Pauline.
And she always comments as well, so that's always good too.
She loves the show.
Well, congratulations, and we'll keep up with your efforts, and everyone else who's involved with Golf for Good. What you're doing is incredible. So yeah, just keep up the good work.
And the good thing about this year is they have many physical challenges that you can join. You can go to Kyrgyzstan. There's Machu Picchu. They have Uganda. They have a base camp challenge. So you can actually physically get involved in the community, raise funds, and actually go to these places and. You know, it's amazing. What they do is incredible. And
always hearing the Dubai community getting involved in these stories, like to hear there's people up. What mountain did you say on the weekend?
Oh, Wadi Chakra, the steps.
People up doing the steps of Wadi Chakra, like, well done.
So we went there on Friday morning with Adidas Runners Dubai. We were cleaning up rubbish.
Ah, cool.
Oh, it's so sad. If you go to these places, please pick up after yourselves. It's really, really bad. So we went up there, and with the Run for the Oceans campaign. So we did a nice little trail run. Had our rubbish bags, picked up all the trash on the way, and then got rid of it.
I think it's only when you start picking up trash in places you see how much has actually been left behind, and you're like, how am I feeling?
We all need to be very mindful here.
For another day. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. That is it for us on the Lovin Daily. Stay safe, wash your hands. We'll see you tomorrow morning, same time, same place.
Bye.
Bye.